After the disappointing draw against Amazulu, can Chiefs come back and claim 3 points against Marumo Gallants? Well, let's talk about it. 7 points in 6 games. Disappointing for a big team. And Zwane himself has said that we will miss the target that they had set beginning of the season. The target was 21 points after 10 games. And even if we win the other 4 games, we will only be able to reach 19 points, which means we'll be 2 points shy of the initial target. Now, people have said a lot about Zwane actually coming out and saying we have missed the target already. And I will give 2 sides of the story. The first one is that it's a good thing because it means lento yokuthi we are building akusikho nje ukuthi we are building until 2040, but we are building, but we have into esiyimeasureisha ngayo. We are saying, okay, we are at this point where we are trying to find combinations amongst our players, but still, even though we are still building, we are expecting certain things. We're expecting to achieve certain things. So what's the target? I can't, So I think it's good because it helps them as the technical team and as the players as well to say, guys, we are trying to reach 21 points. Let's go. We might not be going for the league. We might not be doing what, but we are trying to reach 21 points because 21 points times 3 will get us to 63 points. That's close enough perhaps to those places in the Champions League if we don't win the league. So it's good for them. It's also good for us fans because we know the technical team are actually setting targets, same thing. And we can also ask questions, Master Sitaibo. We thought your target was this. Why are you so far below the target that you have set? So I think it's a good thing. On the other hand, though, we have talked about how Uzwane does not, how can I put it nicely, does not hold back, for a lack of a better term. He just says everything that seems to be on his mind at that time. And for people who are always waiting to use stuff against him, he's actually playing right into their hands because they're expecting Uzwane to make a mistake, to do anything that might seem wrong. And because of that, they can use that to say, Buwan lo plamba wenu, uhlulwa ukuthola ama-points awu-21 in what, in 10 games. And because it's possible ukuthi kulama game sazodlala ne-super sport mhlawumbe might not even win that game, which means we might not even get 19 points. We might get fewer points than 19 points, and that will give ama-naysayers kaZwane more of a reason to say, Kwayena, he's failing to reach his disappointing excuse me, he's failing to reach his disappointing target. So I think it's two ways. It depends on how you look at this whole issue because it's good for us, but also good for people who want to use it to attack Uzwane. Number 2, I want to talk about the fact that Chiefs is such a big team. We all know this. Calling Black Label whatever cup that is ukuthi we're just leading ngama points, ngama votes, almost 124,000 last I checked, and the Pirates big 80,000, and then Sundowns 40,000. Sebevotelwa yithi ukuthi nabo babe khona. Anyway, that's not the point. Ngiyekutheni the game that we're playing against the Gallants tomorrow was actually supposed to be played in Peter Mokaba, Polokwane, yes, but now it's going to be played in Rustenburg, Royal Bafokeng, and besekuna court battles because Peter Mokaba, Polokwane bizama ukuthi iblock ukuthi Gallants yodlalela Rustenburg basically, and it just tells you how big of a brand the Chiefs is. An entire capital city of a province is fighting to get a team to come there. Or Cape Town City benza matikita ababe 100 rand because they know Chiefs is coming. And even Wayona Vele, the Royal Bafokeng Kingdom, they are the ones who paid Marumo Gallants to come and use Royal Bafokeng because they knew Chiefs, what Chiefs brings wherever they go. So Chiefs is such a big institution, and that is why sometimes it's disappointing to see how they choose to run it at times. But we're not there. I'm just talking about Uguti. It's such a big club. Now back to the match. Marumo Gallants has just lost a coach. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? It also depends on how you look at it. These teams sometimes, after losing a coach, some teams just play better because they're still like the players are trying to impress the new coach. But with cut, you find the team weaker than they usually are because they still it's just unstable. The club is unstable because kusaphuma omunye coach mhlambe the new coach is still trying to find the system and all that stuff. So good teams then need to find a way of taking advantage of that. On the other hand, though, we know how much better teams play when they play against the Chiefs because kunaleyo motivation nje ukuthi if we beat Chiefs, if we beat them, we are also in a very bad space, as Marumo Gallants say no ukuthi bak number 15 kulo currently, and by winning against the Chiefs it takes them out of that place. And even if a team has nothing to fight for, when they're playing against Chiefs they always level up. And what will also help this channel level up is if you subscribe. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like the video, guys. Please do like the video. Okay, sikhulumeke ngokuthi how is Chiefs actually going to look like tomorrow? Because we have a super sport, then we have international break, and then we come back on 1 October and we're playing against Amazulu. We saw something that happened against Amazulu. It seemed as if Uzwane and Trota were both not really showing into Guzabu. Okay, this is how showing into Guzabu. What am I talking about? Showing their cards. Showing their cards. This is how we want to play. But I don't think they went out saying I want to draw. I think they went out saying we don't want to give too much information to the opponent. But I think this time it will be different because we're just playing Gallants. And obviously Amazon will be watching and trying to see how Chiefs is playing. So it's possible there might be minor tweaks to system, just because at this point, if I was Uzwane Gwamina, I would be prioritizing MTN 8, because if Uzwane wins the MTN 8, that takes a lot of pressure off his shoulders, because Abalandeli are so hungry, are so desperate. We're so desperate for winning something, a cup, that if Uzwane gets us that cup, kuzoba nalokho ukuthi okay, awuzame-ke wenze something kwi-league. But if he gets us a cup, it just takes a lot of his shoulders, and a lot of people will start supporting. I believe that. I genuinely do believe that. So it will be interesting ukuthi will he try new things, will he try new players, because it's trying to basically save players for ilokhunja Amazulu, and igame yamaZulu it's still far, so it wouldn't make sense ukuthi angazama ukubasave abadlali. Instead angazama ukuthi kule game ne super sport abadlalise labo badlali to see ukuthi which combinations work best. And masikhuluma vele ukuthi who will start or who do I think will start, back four yet will remain unchanged. I know ukuthi Dove Dove is already there, everything is fine, but I truly and honestly believe ukuthi if it's not broken, don't fix it. Don't fix something that's not broken. Kweneka Unjabulo, they're playing well. Center back pairing, Uhlanti has been decent kulama game alawadlalile, and you know mina ukuthi bengathandisisi indaba kaHlanti because of something that happened with AFCON. He seemed a bit slow, but then with Chiefs it seems like he has improved. So if he keeps this up, then we know we have a solid left back, and Solomon's who right back as well. No competition there in any case with Blomu, but Vele in any case Solomon plays better than the other right backs that we have, unless he get Fagu Frost, let me say back fit. But the back four standard. In the bag, that becomes a bit of a mess. Eli Swin Uguti. Do we play 4-3-3? And by 4-3-3 I mean have someone also holder and then phambi kwakhe kube nama-8 or 2, or do we stick with the 4-2-3-1 where we are playing ama-double pivots kumat noSithebe? Because by doing that I feel like it also, as much as it gives freedom to players ukuthi omunye ahambe omunye asale omunye ayo-add ama-numbers, I feel like it's easier ukupressa nge-4-3-3 because kwi-4-2-3-1 what I saw last time sidlala who were we playing against AmaZulu, ukuthi with uMatlo especially, because I think Uzwane will still start uMatlo if edlala 4-2-3-1 edlala uSithebe noMathi, then kwi-10 adlala uMatlo. I still think uMatlo does not do what Umat does in that pressing, because before Umat got a red card, he helped so much with the pressing, but I don't see Matlo doing that really much, and that kind of concerns me. So I would rather have Umat playing as a second 8 and I hold uSithebe mawukuthi uyaholda. I know he's not like a natural defensive midfielder, but he has played as a defensive midfielder before early in his career. So if a holder uSithebe, that means most of his job will be dropping deep and collecting the ball and then maybe passing the ball wide and then maybe progressing the ball through the middle to Umat or Umatlo, and then Umatlo can play the ball wide and then join in the attack and try to finish off second balls if whoever is a striker drops the ball down to them. That's just a brief overview of all of this, because I feel like the 4-2-3-1 system worked for us as early season, but then as the season continued, and now it does not seem as lethal, as high pressure, high pressing as it was at. So I don't know what has gone wrong. But as to who's going to start, as I said, I think Matlo and Matt get to keep their place. And then, uSithebe and Matt get to keep their places. And then Uzwane, we've seen Guti, he prefers Umatlo, so he will start Umatlo again. And then Udoli was benched in the previous game. So Udoli will be playing tomorrow, I think. He will be playing tomorrow. Umuntu that I think won't play tomorrow is Usekhote. I know he's been one of our most consistent players. I think he won't play because out wide or left, the coach will be playing with Dupree. And I think it would make sense to give Caleb a start tomorrow, because then we can get to experiment lento le AIC qala in the last 20 minutes against AmaZulu, for Udoli to start playing the balls to Caleb Menyimana. So I think it will make sense for Caleb to start. And the only disadvantage that uqala Caleb gives us, then we have to bench Usekhote. I'm not worried much about Upiliat because it's been a long time coming. If we're able to bench Udoli, we can also bench Upiliat, especially because now we have a person who plays that position naturally. So I don't see the point of keeping Upiliat in a natural number 9 in that place. So we will see. Guys, I don't think the Chiefs, if Nampela be selling about anything this season, I don't think they could lose this game. I see them winning this game 2-0, comfortable 2-0. Although I would want more goals just to make a statement. And also, besides making a statement, we know this Uguti goals count at the end of the season. So we need to score more goals, but I can see them scoring 2 goals. And I can make a prediction. Abanyo Beja, Caleb will score tomorrow. He will score tomorrow. I'm joking, but he will. I'm not joking. I hope he does, because it will also help his confidence as well. So guys, let me know what you think about the whole thing about Zwane's comments. Do you think it's too much? Do you think he needs PR training? And also, what do you think the game will be like? Kusasa down on the comment section, and also give me your match predictions. Like, subscribe, comment again, and I will see you after the game. Hopefully, so this is Swinile. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember, equals I'll pay no more.